for our diving. Hope comes and stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
All right, just had to do some sharing. Give me a second. I'm gonna let some people know I'm live. All right. Good afternoon, Patricia. It's good to see you. I'm just gonna, if you don't mind, I'm gonna give it just a little bit. It's important that people kind of hear the whole thing today. This is not a daily reflection. This is how I'm feeling today. Looks like we got people popping on. I'm sure it's who the I can't answer you right now. Katie, I can't answer you right now. I think that was an accident. No problem. No problem, Katie. Hey, Sue. Good to see you. It's good to see you. Um, all right, let's get to the introductions here. Welcome to Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. I will be your host today. And of course, if you are here, please say hello, whether you're watching the live or the rewatch. It's been a while since I've had a daily reflection that would be like this. And yes, I'm talking slow for a reason. So I'm talking slow because I'm in one of those moods where I will just say whatever the fuck I want to. It's called PTSD. I had a bunch of nightmares and got up about an hour ago and I've been crying ever since. So that means it's a depression day too. I'm mad at God. I'm so fucking mad at him. It's not even funny. I feel alone. I feel like everything I try and get into just never works out. I'll do things like ask for a vote in the group and one person votes. You know, it's hard to know who you're actually helping in all this. And it just seems like everybody just wants to fucking use me. And I'm tired of it. I don't want to do it anymore. I actually just want to shut Trudging Together down. The whole thing. I won't. Just so you know. I'm just telling you what's going through my head. And the reason that I'm doing this is it's not often that I do this anymore. It's because I want you to see I want people to know what it's like. That this isn't within my control right now. And that's why I'm talking slow. Because if I start talking fast, I will go off and none of you want to hear that. It's because it won't make any sense. It won't make any sense. So it's going to come out as crying. That's what's going to happen. So thank you, everybody. I appreciate that. I do. It does help. It's like my work. They asked me to be emboldened. They asked me to do certain things. And I keep solving problems for them, but they're not following through. Okay. And they want things from me, and I don't want to give them to them because they're only paying me $16 an hour, and I'm worth more than that. I'm worth a lot more than that. We were having a problem with the hospitals. Nobody could do anything about it. I got somebody in contact within 24 hours. I am capable of calling and talking to a person and bringing them on board in that phone call. I'm very good at it. So why not use it? Instead, they got upset because of the chain of command. And I feel like a lot of people misunderstand what I do. Right? I help other people at any cost, not to myself. Okay. I'm not saying it doesn't get to me sometimes. Of course it does. People die. It hurts. It hurts more than it helps lately. I don't get treated very well in the industry because a lot of people are doing, like the Hornbuckle Foundation, they're the worst. Hard Beauty. These people actually work against me because they are body brokering and committing Medicaid fraud. I don't care if I'm saying their name anymore. Who gives a fuck? The part that hurts is there are people that go to the Hornbuckle Foundation and over here, and they say that they're my friends. And I'm sorry, but I can't buy that. I didn't create the division, but I'm the one who's feeling the effect of it. And this was because I went to work for them for a little while and found out that they were committing fraud. I also got a little too close to Michael's wife, and he got very jealous. And I got accused of hitting on his wife. Right? And when you get blamed for something like that, and it didn't happen, right? She's not blonde. First off, first strike, not blonde. I won't go into the other strikes because I don't want to put somebody else down. That's not me. But it gets frustrating when I see this going on and other people see it going on and nobody does anything with me. They're just like, oh, yeah, go ahead and do that. You're the person for it, Dion. You're the person. I'm not going to be the person anymore. I'm tired of being the person. I've done a lot of shit for this community and nobody even fucking knows. And I'm tired of it. I want some fucking credit, man. I want to celebrate just like everybody else. But it's hard for me to believe in people when all I'm doing is looking for a couple people to jam with and I can't get one person to reply to me. Shit like that hurts. When I do things like this and I get 4 or 0 people or no comments when I do my other things, but somebody will bring up something stupid and it gets 40 million fucking comments. I don't understand this world. Nobody's doing anything about the homeless. All these people that you hear saying that they're doing something, they are not. They're not there. And free is the worst of that. Bring me your hopeless, bring me your down, bring me your this. I've asked them several times to come do outreach with me. You know what they do? They ignore me because Michael Hornbuckle's on their board. Seriously. So just because of that, where's our principles before personalities when it comes to all of this? People just don't want to believe me. Do not work with a recovery coach. The whole system is fucked right now. Okay. I am now going to, I need to revert. I can't sit in this today. Okay. And I've done enough complaining. I'm not going to complain anymore about other people. Okay. Gave myself 10 minutes to do that. Now we're going to do something about it. I don't want to. I want God to fuck off the rest of the day. But I can't sit in this attitude. It's not conducive. I'm watching my granddaughter today. Okay. So, and I don't want to be in this mood. I'm probably going to be depressed all day. There's nothing I can do about that. But the hating of I don't hate God, but I begrudgingly prayed this morning, especially that third step prayer. So God decided to call me out. Here we go. This shit ain't easy. It hurts. It hurts to read this because it's telling me that I'm wrong. Okay. When we compulsively strive for perfection, we invariably injure ourselves. For one thing, we end up creating big problems from little ones. For another, we become frustrated and filled with despair when we were unable to meet the impossible goals we have set for ourselves. Now, I'm going to let you know that I have not set impossible goals. There are some goals that I knew that were impossible. I am not doing those. But opening up a recovery home for homeless and VA is not impossible. Opening up a resource center is not impossible. So, but at the same time, I do get frustrated and filled with despair when I'm not able to meet those goals. I do. I'm full of fear. Thank you, Ingrid. Have a good day, honey. And finally, we decrease our capability to deal with life and reality as they are. Can I learn to yield a little here and there? Can I apply myself with a quiet mind only to what is possible and attainable? Okay, so what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to focus a little bit more today on the goals that I have set for myself. May I see striving for an impossible accomplishment provides me with an ever-ready excuse for not making it. It is also an indication of my loss of reality sense, which ought to involve knowing what I can do and then doing it. With the help of the group and my higher power, may I learn to set reasonable goals. These may be ridiculously small to me after years of thinking big, but by breaking down my projects into several smaller ones, may I find that I can actually accomplish some high goals. Today I will remember break down large goals into smaller ones. I think that's some good I think sorry. I think that's a great idea, even with what it is that I'm doing, even though it is not impossible. It's still a good idea to break it down. And, because that way you don't miss certain things. So I was just making sure I didn't miss anything. Expectations. Sure. There are, but here's the thing. What about reasonable expectations? I don't feel like my expectations for these people are too far. I don't. Here's a good example. I've been asking my work to order the AA literature because we don't have it. I've asked them 3 times. It is a reasonable expectation. Get it done. You said you would do it. Here's my thing, and I think this is where I'm lacking. I actually have a great deal of patience. People have always told me that I wasn't a very patient person. They have no idea how patient I was with them before they even fucking said that. Okay. And I do. I have a lot of patience, but once it's run out, I'm going to say something. It's just it's how I am. So I think what I have here is some fear. There's some other things going on too. Um but I can definitely put expectations in there and take a look at those. Fuck yeah. Here's the thing, if taking a look at expectations is going to make me feel better so I can be a better person, I'm going to do it. What I did here is I did the you give yourself a certain amount of time to feel those feelings and then you're done. And today I gave myself 10 minutes, and at 10-minute mark I stopped and reverted over to, okay, what's going on with Dion? Let's take a look at him. I don't mind. I'm human. You guys are just like me. I'm human. Okay. So then we sat here and we worked it out. So that I can show other people when you're in that kind of mood, even when you're diagnosed with these things, you can get yourself out of them. This is leadership by example. The only way I can really show you is you watching me go through it. That's what trudging together is all about. It's about having the hard conversations for long term, good sobriety so that you can stay sober and help other people. All it is. I don't know why I'm crying at that. It's just some excess. So, all right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I appreciate it. This was a little bit harder. Okay. But if we can't have hard conversations, then there's no reason in doing it. If I came on here and talked about the weather, it might be a little different. So, all right, I'm gonna wrap it up. So, thank you everybody for being here. Sue, it was great to see you. Ingrid, Katie, I know that was you. I'm guessing Patricia was here, hung out the whole time. All right, I love you guys. That's not how I do it. Yeah, I do. I love you. Peace out and have a day. Bye bye.